Week 11, and the first person on the list, Joe Burrow. Limited participant in practice. Ooh, baby. Joey B's back, baby. Joe Flacco did not practice today. Now, this is normal. He did this last week. He's going to practice tomorrow. He's going to be throwing tomorrow. But he was at practice today, so just keep that in mind. He didn't go out there and do it, but he is fine. There's really no issue. That right shoulder, still an issue in theory, but it's all good. Trey Hendrickson, doubtful for this week. Did not practice as well. Samaje Perine has a high ankle sprain. He's considered day-to-day. Shamar Stewart, knee injury. No injury destination. That's interesting. He is still considered, I believe, week to week, I want to say. I watched the press conference today with Snack Taylor, and didn't really say much, but based on what I'm saying, he's still week to week at this moment in time. Marco Wilson, full participant in practice with a hamstring injury, and that's our injury report for us. For them, little Scotty Miller has a finger injury. I love the fact that they call him little Scotty Miller, but he's not like little. He's like 6'3". But like for some reason, that name has stuck with him from high school, college, and the NFL. Darius Slay, concussion protocol. He saw he had to play T. Higgins or Jamar Chase and said, yep, no, concussion's better. Corey Trice did not practice. He's the one who said next time he plays Jamar Chase will have 0 yards. Been hurt all year, so hamstring / knee injury. Jabril Peppers, full participant in practice with a quadricep injury. Cole Holcomb did not practice with an illness. Alex Highsmith did not practice with a pectoral injury. Isaac, I'm not going to try that last name. Limited participant in practice with a pectoral. Broderick Jones, groin injury, did not practice. And then, of course, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, and Jonnu Smith all had rest days, which is very common for Wednesdays. Usually Wednesday is a walkthrough day. Thursday and Friday are your actual days. And obviously Friday is when we get that injury destination that tells us whether the player will play or not. At the end of the day, we just got to take this one game at a time. And I'm confident in the boys. I'm very confident in the boys. We have to win out. And that's easier said than done. But again, one game at a time. Nice to see their injury reports a lot longer than ours. Although we are missing the key, Trey Hendrickson. Samaje Perine, definitely going to suck because he's really great in our run game. So next thing I want to pivot to here is actually going to be about Trey Hendrickson. So ESPN put out a thing here, Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, about the fact that when Trey does hit free agency, now if he doesn't hit free agency, if we franchise tag him, it's $36 million. The franchise tag is 30 some odd million plus $6 million for prorated bonus. And yes, hate to touch anything with franchise tag because I was incorrect about it. A couple days ago I made a video and hey, listen, I sometimes take some L's and, definitely not, my brightest moments sometimes. But here is the best way we can put it. Have to admit when I'm wrong. Okay, that's this guy, Andre. So yes, the tag next season would be $30.2 million. Figured that. Gronk noted that. Which would in sense be, they would charge the Bengals $36.7 million, which would be $30.2 million tag plus $6.5 million prorated bonus. So now the question is interesting because right now Jeremy Fowler says if Trey does hit free agency, he would be making $34 million. I wonder how they're going to go about this because $36 million is a lot of money. I think for even Trey right now, it's going to be a lot of money for Trey. But the other theory, or the other idea, is that we're going to tag and trade him, which this is like this. I feel like this will be the same issue we ran into before the trade deadline, where no team would give us better than a 4th round pick. I don't think any team's going to give us better than a 4th round pick either. Because if we tag and trade him, every team's going to be like, well, we know you're not going to keep him then, right? We know you're not going to, actually have him play on that contract. So why would we trade you anything for him when it's smarter for us to sit back, wait for you to cut him, right? Or wait for you to get rid of him because he's not going to play on that contract or you don't want him to. So it's just, I'm so tired of the Trey Hendrickson stuff. I really am. I thought going into this season, this offseason, we were going to figure it out, right? We weren't going to be talking about this during this season. It was just going to be all done with, all figured out. And we are more lost with the Trey Hendrickson stuff than we have ever been before. And I feel like we're more lost than we were 2 years ago, which is crazy to say because he threatened to retire 2 years ago. At the end of the day, whether we franchise tag him for $36 million or we let him go, we're going to get a 3rd round pick for him in the compensatory pick in the end, I guess. So, yeah, I'm just fed up with this whole Trey Hendrickson stuff, man. Because this year he's hurt. He's hurt right now, and he hasn't been able to play that much, which sucks. Because that's another factor that really just blows at this point. So far this year, when he has played, he obviously, Trey Hendrickson, he's one of the best in the game. But he put up 2 sacks versus the Lions. He had a sack versus the Jags, sack versus the Browns. But he didn't play the Bears game. He got hurt halfway through the Jets game. He did play the Packers game. But, yeah, just, I don't know. It's frustrating with him. Hopefully everything gets figured out, though.